Natalie Lund recently passed away. We've not had a board meeting since then, so I think it's appropriate at this time that we all have a moment in silence for him real quick. Thank you. We're going to start the meeting by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pauletta, Coburn,
Here.
Jeffries,
Here.
Light, Kulovic,
Here.
Ostermeyer,
Here.
Murphy.
Here. Moving on to section 3, approval of the agenda. Can I get a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Jeffrey, second.
Coburn,
Yes.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Kulovic,
Yes.
Ostermeyer,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes. Section 3.02, actions, items from closed session. The board has reviewed the closed session minutes from May 27th, 2025 to May 28th, 2025, and June 2nd of 2025 to vote an open session to keep those minutes closed for the future, correct?
It's a review of the closed session minutes from those 3 dates, and then a review of past minutes from 18 months ago to keep those closed at this time.
Okay. So
No, you're good. And it's an action item,
yeah.
so a motion.
I'll make a motion to move with that.
I'll second. Ostermeyer.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Kulovic,
Yes.
Ostermeyer,
Yes.
Coburn,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes. Section 4, communication. Section 4.01, recognition of our girls softball state champions. And unfortunately, they are not able to join us because of the 1450 special celebration they are at tonight. But we did want to recognize them and honor them here at our meeting. Unfortunately, they're not able to join us, but pretty amazing season. Only lost 1 game all year. This group has actually won several state championships at the middle school level. A lot of them are returning, so a lot of positives for next year, but an amazing accomplishment, and very, very proud of all of the girls and their ability to now get to hang a banner in the gym. It's a pretty special deal.
I think it's only the second time in Glenwood's history that softball has won state.
Wow, it's amazing. I just want to add, I wish they were here because I just want to ask them what happened in the 1 game. Moving on, 4.02, recognition of our GMS state track qualifiers. I know we have several of them in attendance today, so thank you guys for coming. We're going to announce your name. We have a certificate up here, and we'd ask that you come forward, go ahead and stand, and then we'll get a picture with you guys after everybody's been called.
Okay, so if you're not here, someone tell me not here, and we will move through the names quickly. Reagan Aiden,
Not here.
Jack Spartan, Brody Jones,
Not here.
Cooper Lewis,
Not here.
Cole Patterson,
What?
yes. Oliver Berensky,
Not here.
Elliot Carter,
Not here.
Harper Frederick, Greta Gemmerman,
Not here.
Lillian Shapiro, Catherine Snyder,
Not here.
Gabrielle Woods,
Not here.
is it Gino? Don?
He's not here.
Okay, well, you're making me struggle with my names. Max Ferguson,
He's not here.
Western Garber,
He's not here.
Kevin Hill,
He's not here.
Charles Jones,
He's not here.
James Kester.
He's not
Another
here,
one?
but his brother's here.
I'll give it to him.
Where's Jimmy at?
Aaron Link. Crosby McCubbin,
He's not here.
Cody Patterson.
The rest of them are not here yet.
Okay,
Well,
awesome.
Frank, before we take a picture, do you wanna come up and say a few words about the boys and girls?
It was just a fun season for me. This might be my first year as head coach. I can't stress enough how much I enjoyed watching them grow as athletes and people over the year. Their hard work paid off at the end of the year at the right time, so. And seventh grade boys ended up coming home with the trophy this year, fourth place, so.
Awesome.
I can't thank you guys enough.
Congratulations.
You wanna be in the picture too?
We could have you guys in front just slide down a little bit. All right. No. Okay, I'm good. Parents. Congratulations.
Jared, you need to get up here?
Thank you, guys.
Great job.
Congrats, guys.
Congratulations.
So as always, you're welcome to stay for the remainder of our meeting. If you choose not to do so, we understand. Now would be the time to go. Thank you all for joining.
Well, I don't know who will be the king.
I'll take that one, my link in school, but
See
we'll
ya.
take the interviews that are going to have the high schoolers.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And then there was the.
Well, moving on to section 4.03, recognition of our GHS track qualifiers. And again, they're not probably attendance because of the 1450 event that's tonight, but we did, representing our girls was Allie Londrigan, fourth place in the 1600 meter run, and then fifth place in the 3200 meter run. And for our boys team, Mackenzie Doe, who placed second place in the high jump, only as a sophomore too, so he's got a heck of an opportunity. And Larry Wills placed sixth place in the long jump. So those were our state placers for GHS track this year. Moving on to section 4.04, citizens' opportunity and visitors to address the school board concerning any agenda topic. I don't think we have any. So we will move on to section 5, the consent agenda items. Does anybody have any questions, comments before we approve the consent items under section 5? Can I get a motion to approve them as presented?
I so move. Jeffries?
I'll second. Frank?
Kovic,
Yes.
Estmeyer,
Yes.
Coburn,
Yes.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes. Moving on to section 6, the personnel consent agenda items. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, comments on any of the action items underneath the personnel consent agenda? Can I get a motion to approve as presented?
So moved, Coburn.
Second, Jeffries?
Estmeyer,
Yes.
Coburn,
Yes.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Kovic,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes. Moving on to section 7, finance, 7.01. This is to open the FY '25 amended budget hearing. I have a resolution to read as a result of that. Resolution regarding the 2024-2025 amended budget. Whereas the Board of Education has received and reviewed the district's tentative amended budget for 2024-2025 school year, the fiscal year 2025, and whereas such tentative amended budget has been prepared by the administration in accordance to section 17-1 of the school code, and whereas the secretary of the board has made such tentative amended budget available for public inspection in the district's administrative office beginning May 23rd, 2025, and has published the notice of the availability of such budget for public inspection. Now, therefore, be resolved that the public hearing of such tentative budget and any amendments to shall be held at 6 p.m. on June 25th, 2025 at the district's administrative office at 1475 East Plummer Boulevard, Chatham, Illinois. So we are officially opening up to the public any questions about the amended budget for the 2024-2025 school year.
We need to take action to open the hearing.
Yes, can we get a motion to open that up?
I can make a motion, Brent?
I'll second, Ostermeyer.
Okay, so it is officially open.
Can I get a vote?
Oh.
I'll run a vote, sorry. Ostermeyer,
Yes.
Coburn,
Yes.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Kolovic,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Sorry.
Since nobody is in attendance with any questions, we'll move on to section 7.02, which is the closing of the public hearing for the amended budget of FY '25. Can I get an action to close the hearing?
I move Jeffries.
Second. Coburn.
Coburn,
Yes.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Kolovic,
Yes.
Ostermeyer,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes. Moving on to section 7.03, the approval of the FY '25 amended budget. So now that the hearing is closed, we need to officially approve the amended budget. Can I get a motion to do so?
Kolovik, sure. Yes. Second. Yes.
Jeffries second.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Kolovic,
Yes.
Ostermeyer,
Yes.
Coburn,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes. Moving on to section 8, new business, section 8.01, the second reading of press policies. Before we move to approve those, does anybody have any questions or comments they'd like to make on any of the policies that we and our policy committee has reviewed?
These will go into effect then on this approval, correct?
That is correct.
That is correct.
Okay.
I'd just like to thank Kelvin and Amanda for taking the time to review these with the committee. I know that that was quite a stack of paper. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Can I get a motion to approve the policies as presented?
So move Jeffries.
I'll make a second. Kolovik?
Kolovic,
Yes.
Ostermeyer,
Yes.
Coburn,
Yes.
Jeffries,
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes. Moving on to section 9, communications, 9.01, our human resource department update. Lisa, you have the floor.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm thrilled
That
to be
nobody's-
presenting in front of this large crowd today. Very, very lucky. So, first, I just want to say thank you to the board for having me here this evening to share this year's annual HR update. I'm Lisa Nobles, we've met. This presentation is intended to support transparency, demonstrate alignment with our strategic goals, and illustrate our continued focus on the primary board objective of hiring and retaining qualified talent. I took notes, but I don't. Okay. So this is just a snapshot that gives a high-level view of our current staffing. As of the last student attendance day this year, we had 330 certified employees, 312 educational support professionals, and 34 administrators. We welcomed 94 new hires during the 24-25 school year, and that includes all positions, which reflects the ongoing national challenges in education staffing. Our turnover rate stands at 13%, which is in line with national averages for school districts of a similar size, and is just under the 2024 Illinois state average of 14%. Notably, we had 985 individual applicants during the fiscal year 2025, an encouraging sign that our recruitment efforts continue to generate interest despite the competitive market. So our recruitment efforts this year focused on a combination of in-person outreach, digital engagement, and internal networks. These recruiting sources were identified based on responses to the "How did you hear about us?" question on our online application. This gives us better insight into which of our strategic initiatives are most effective. So we attended 6 targeted education job fairs, including those at EIU, UIUC, ISU, and local institutions like UIS. These events resulted in 29 direct applications. We also partnered with our Director of Communications to enhance our social media strategy, highlighting student and staff achievements and promoting job openings. That visibility brought in 252 applications. Our most significant sources remain internal and digital. Employee referrals brought in 815 applications. Job boards generated around 1,400, and our own career site yielded nearly 1,300. Of note, these numbers reflect total applications, not total individual applicants, which again was 985. So our focus on retention is supported by strong employee feedback. 85% of exit survey respondents said they would recommend Ball-Chatham to a friend, which is a key indicator of workplace satisfaction. When employees do choose to leave, the most common reasons are family-related changes, retirement, and compensation-related decisions. We expect those compensation-related choices to be directly impacted by the outcome of the recent ESP negotiations and the new contract. Importantly, 63% of resignations are tied to life changes outside of our control. Our focus must remain on the 37% that we might be able to impact. We also saw that 75% of respondents reported satisfaction with feedback, training, resources, and professional development that they received as employees, showing that our internal supports are valued. Okay, so as of the day this presentation was made, we've welcomed 25 new certified staff, 22 new educational support professionals, and 3 new administrators for the upcoming school year. However, these numbers have changed. Just in the past few days, this is our busy season. So we have actually committed an additional 3 new certified hires and 4 educational support professionals for 25-26 just in the last week. We currently have only 1 certified position open, despite the slide stating 4, and approximately 22 ESP roles vacant rather than the 26, and we're actively working to fill those. Additionally, we do have 13 new hire onboarding dates already scheduled for July and August, with the potential of adding more dates as needed. These figures reflect both steady hiring progress and the ongoing need for recruiting support. It's typical this time of year to see significantly higher vacancies in our ESP positions, but we expect to fully staff those closer to August.
Lisa, is that because most of those positions are probably 9-month positions, so they've got another job and they're waiting for the next one? Okay.
Yeah, it's really rare to secure those 9-month roles during these summer months. Most of the ones we've already filled, we got near the end of last year. They came on as substitutes with the intent of being permanently hired this year. And so we tend to focus mostly on certified staff and bus drivers. And then that shifts near the end of July, beginning of August, where we'll see those hourly positions start to get filled. Thank you for your time and continued support. Do you have any questions? Any more questions?
Do you find that you're having more success recruiting online as far as going out into the different like Facebook, things like that, as opposed to going in person to the job fairs?
Overall, yes. So most of the time, job fairs don't generate a lot of active candidates. You get FaceTime, you get visibility. It's more so creating partnerships with the universities, which is one of our goals for this year, in building those direct partnerships rather than trying to draw those passive candidates. As much as they are looking for a job, those candidates are from all over the country. They're from areas that aren't here, and a lot of them aren't coming this direction even when they're passing the board. Thank you. Go.
Any other questions two is future board meeting dates.
We have one late addition we need to add to this due, on Wednesday, July 16th. The fine individuals on the policy committee have a new packet,
Oh,
and so they will be convening yet another policy meeting, starting at 5:30.
and this is just for public information.
Yes,
so
it's
there's
just
no-
public information. So, and then we'll update this list in the minutes, but that decision just got made.
Moving on to section 9.03, citizens' opportunity and visitors to address the school board concerning any topics. Seeing none, we'll move on to section 10, adjournment. 10.01, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?